Music has an enormous impact and plays a significant role in everyday life. Songs have a power unlike anything else. The influence that music has on people extends far beyond personal enjoyment. Music increases productivity, improves mental health, sparks creativity, and influences emotions and feelings. There is a popular belief that music can improve student studies and increase productivity in adults. Many office workplaces will have music playing softly in the background. Most students are seen listening to music as they study. It is not uncommon to go to a gym and find a numerous amount of the participants listening to headphones. It was even reported that one Buffalo farmer played Mozart's music for his livestock 3 times a day because he believed that doing so enabled the buffaloes to produce a higher quality milk for his mozzarella. Music is often used by athletes before an event, game, or match. Michael Phelps is a prime example of this, as he has often been shown with his headphones on before swimming each of his Olympic races. The connection between music and work is fascinating. Music motivates working, and many people find it enjoyable. It decreases boredom and leads to increased productivity, perhaps partially because people work in time with the beat. It can be helpful for easing the monotony of repetitive labor. There is no clearer illustration of this than the classic scene from the Walt Disney movie Snow White, in which everyone's favorite little dwarves whistle, "Hi-ho." Listening to music while working is by no means a new concept. Many philosophers had a musical background that contributed to their success. Albert Einstein was taught to play the piano and violin when he was very young by his mother. Einstein said as an old man, quote, "I know that most joy in my life has come to me from my violin," end quote. Einstein's second wife, Elsa, once remarked, quote, "I fell in love with Albert because he played Mozart so beautifully on the violin. Music helps him when he is thinking about his theories. He goes to his study, comes back, strikes a few chords on the piano, jots something down, and returns to his study. He frequently played classical music as a brainstorming technique," end quote. For Einstein, piano playing had the same effect that walking or pacing has for many people. It is a strong belief that music has a direct correlation to the brain. When we satisfy our wants and desires, our brain releases dopamine, which is the feel-good hormone involved when we experience pleasure. This same chemical is released when listening to music. According to Dr. Emmett Sod, a physician with Mayo Clinic, melodious sounds encourage the release of dopamine in the reward area of the brain, as would eating a delicacy, looking at something appealing, or smelling a pleasant aroma. Researchers have even tested the effect of music on plants and found that many of them would bloom 2 weeks earlier than the control group. One study discovered that plants have a preference to what they listen to. Plants exposed to classical music grew towards and entwined themselves around the speakers. Another plant group that played rock music grew away from the speakers. That group even tried to climb a glass wall in what appeared to be an attempt to get away from the sound. This gives us reason to believe that not only does music in general have a physical and emotional effect on its listeners, but that the type of music that is played will have an influence as well. Research has demonstrated that listening to music improves the mood and well-being of older adults. Favorite songs associated with important personal events can trigger the memory of lyrics and the experiences connected to the music. Even for those with severe dementia, music can tap deep emotional recall. Dr. Elaine, who is a psychology professor at University of Toronto, says, quote, "Somehow music activates memories in dementia patients, which leads to more social engagement and interaction," end quote. Music brings us joy and makes us happy. The beautiful sounds that come from music have such a personal impact on people's lives and helps them to be their best self. Music allows people to feel emotions and connect on a much deeper level. According to Hans Christian Andersen, where words fail, music speaks.